Welcome to Form 4 Mathematics, Chapter 4, Operation on Set. 4.1 Intersections of Sets. Right, on this part of the lesson, we are going to learn how to solve problems involving intersections of sets. Okay, before we continue, let's do some revision. Okay, intersection of set, okay, is denoted by this symbol, as you can see, which means the common elements from the set. Depending on your question, sometimes there are 2 sets, sometimes there are 3 sets. And we also learn about complement of sets that is denoted by the symbol apostrophe. Okay, let's answer some question. You can refer to your textbook, page 103, example 6. Okay, the question is, a total of 140 Form 5 pupils are given the opportunity to attend the intensive classes for history and Bahasa Melayu subjects. 65 pupils choose Bahasa Melayu, 70 pupils choose history, while 50 pupils choose both Bahasa Melayu and history. So the question asks to calculate the total number of pupils who attended the intensive classes. The second part of the question is the total number of students who do not attend any intensive classes. Now this is quite a bit of information, so I'm going to break them down into chunks. Okay, the first part of the questions, we know that there are 140 total of 140 students. And then from that there are 65 that chose Bahasa Melayu, 70 choose history, and 50 choose both BM and history. Now this is in words, so let's try to represent them in a Venn diagram. Okay, I'm going to use a magenta color, which is the pink purple, to represent BM. So there are 65 of them. And then we are going to choose the blue circle to represent history, which are 70 of them. And then if you remember in the question, there are one part that says both BM and history. So I'm going to combine them and overlap the area to represent 50 students. Now if you notice that I did not change the number on the BM and the history, because from these 65 students there are 50 that chooses Bahasa Melayu even though they have history, same as 70 which have 50 of them that choose history as well as BM. So I'm going to reorganize this information. Now I know that there are 50 that chose BM and history together. So I'm going to put 50 on the overlapping area. Now I know that there are 65, but that 65 is for the overall. And then 50 of them is already in the middle. So I need to minus 50 in order for me to get 15. This 15 is actually BM only. Okay, BM only. Same goes to history. There are 70 in total, but 50 of them already chooses history and BM. That's why it's in the middle. So I need to deduct that 50 in order to get 20, which is only history. Okay, so this is what we get after we sort out our information. Now all these 3 numbers is actually what we can do to answer the first part of the question. The total number of students who attended all the both of the classes, which is 15 plus 50 plus 20, 85. And if you can remember that it says that the total number of students is actually 140. Nowhere is those missing. The one that is not in the set is what we call as the one that did not choose BM or did not choose history. So this number of students total minus with those who already chose BM, both BM and history only. So we get 55. So there are 55 students that did not attend any of the intensive classes. So this is how we represent them in the Venn diagram. Because 55 does not belong to neither of them, so they are outside from the set. Now let's look at another example. This will be example 7 on your textbook. Alright, the question is, a total of 200 university students take part in the survey on the use of technological devices. The result shows that 155 students have mobile phones, 90 have laptops, 37 students have tablets, 4 students have both laptop and tablets only, 50 students have both mobile phones and laptops only, 5 students have both mobile phones and tablets only, and 83 students have mobile phones only. So the question asks us to calculate the total number of students that have 3 technological devices. And the second part of the question is the total number of students that did not have any technological devices. Again, this is a very long question, so we're going to break it down into chunks that we can manage. Right, number 1, we know that the total is 200 students. And then from that, there are 155 that have mobile phones, 90 that have laptops, 37 that have tablets. And then it further breaks down into 4 that have laptops and tablets only, 50 that have mobile phones and laptops only, 5 that have both mobile phones and tablets only, and then the last one, it says 83 students have mobile phones only. Now if you notice that mobile phones only actually came out 2 times, one at the front where the number is 155, and then another one at the back which is 83. Now if you notice that the sentence for the 83 students, it have the word only, whereas the one that with 155 students, it did not have only. So this means that within that 155 students, other than mobile phones, they may have laptops, they may have tablets. Same as the questions with, the information with 90 students have laptops. It doesn't have laptops only. They have other devices. Okay? So when it comes to only, means that they only have 2. They don't have any other than those 2. Now I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the previous question. I'm going to represent them into a Venn diagram. Alright, so for mobile phone, I'm going to use the magenta color, which there are 155 of them. And then the next one is laptops. Okay, we have 90 of them. And then tablets, we have 37 of them. For mobile and laptop only, there are 50 of them. And then laptop and tablets only, we have 4 of them. And because we also have mobile and tablets, it is 5 of them. And the last part of the question information is mobile phones only. So there are 83 of it. Now for mobile phone only, means the whole magenta area without the overlapping set from laptop and tablets. So it will be totally only this part. Okay, so that part will be the mobile phones only. Now that we have this information, okay, we need to find out, we need to readjust the 90 and the 37 number, because there are other information that already come out. Okay, so we need to readjust. Okay, 90 was okay, 90 was overall here. So I need to minus the 50 from the overlapping, and the overlapping here 4. So 36 represent this non-overlapping area plus this area. Okay, so that one is for the 36. And then the tablet, we need to readjust our information. Okay, so 37 minus 5 minus 4. So the leftover of 28 is the area with the tablet only plus this intersection area. Now if you notice that this intersection area is actually being overlapped by all three of them, the mobile, the laptops and the tablets. So this area is actually the students that have all of the three devices, the mobile phone, the laptops and the tablets. So in order for us to find how much student is in here, I need you to recall that the earlier of the information, we know that if mobile, we have a total of 155. Now this 155 includes everything. Now in this diagram, we know that mobile only is 83, and then mobile and laptop only is 50, mobile and tablets are 5. Now there is only one area that is not given how much. So we can use this information to find out which is how many students have all three devices. Okay, so we need to minus 155 to 85 to 50 to 5, which gives us 17. Okay, so there are 17 students that have mobile, laptops and tablets. Now because we already know that there are 17 students that have all three, we need to readjust the number of students that have laptops only. So what do? We need to minus 17, which leaves us with 19. Same goes as on the tablet, we need to readjust that figure because we already know that there are 17 students that have all three. So we need to minus 17 and it gives us 11. Okay, so from this information, if you total up, all those numbers, it actually did not get into 200s. Means that the second part of the question, which the students that did not have any technological devices, are those that are not in these three sets. Okay. So 200 is the total. We minus with every number in each section, and we are left with 11. So there are 11 students that did not have any of these technological devices. So because they do not belong to any of them, we put them outside, and because it is outside, we need to give a universal set. Now if you have any question, you can always leave them in the comment section below, or you can watch back again from the beginning to understand everything again. Alright, to enhance your understanding, you can always try the exercise from your textbook, page 105, Self-Practice 4.1c. Okay, so this is the lesson for us today. I'll see you again in the next lesson. Take care and bye-bye.